Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel once again. So in today's video I want to share with you some of the trades I took and how I was able to take the trades and I made so much profit from them. All right, it's simply what shared with you before. I remember in my last video I shared an analysis of the crash 1000 index and the trade which I took, and I also told you about some reactions on the market at some certain points. All right, so I can remember we in the video I mentioned, I pointed this particular zone to be a strong resistance zone. I would we expect the market to change direction on getting there, but remember it's not automatic. The market must change direction on getting there. The market can decide to break above and continue, so you only wait for some reactions or some confirmation that the market is actually going to sell from there before you think of taking the trade. All right, the same thing is applicable to the support zone right here. You can see the reactions of the market on getting to these zones. For example, here you can see the rejections and this massive rejection. Here look at rejection, here this is another massive rejection. The same thing is applicable here. So there must be something that indicates the market is not actually going to continue buying as the market gets here. So if it gets here, then we get another nice rejection, then you know that the market is actually going to sell to the downside. All right, so that is it. So we noticed there was a trend, and this is actually there was a bearish trend somewhere here, and on the 4-hourly time frame we have a nice channel pattern. All right, so we go to the 4-hourly time frame, then we zoom out. Okay, so we have this right here. Let me get my trend line. All right, so with this trend line we can easily mark a put a resistive trend line just right here. This is perfect. All right, then we have our, what's wrong with this thing, it's moving after I move my fingers. All right, okay, so then I will duplicate this and I put it right here. You can see you'll be having a channel pattern. If I put it right here, we'll be having a channel pattern, right? Okay, so now this channel pattern, like I told you previously, you have to wait for the market. I think in the last video the market was somewhere around here. Let me mark out the zone I marked. Then I think the zone was somewhere here. This is where we had the zone. Excuse me. I marked the zone here, and I was telling you guys, since the market was buying, as of the time the market was somewhere around here, so I mentioned that the market on getting to this zone will can possibly react, and if it gives a condition, I was going to take some sales, and you can see the market sold a bit. I took some sales though. It wasn't not really much, but mind you, this is a 4-hourly time frame, so the sales I took got me some reasonable profit. All right, give me some reasonable profit. I cut those spikes and then I took profit at somewhere around here. All right, my reasons for taking profit was because there was a kind of a support zone around here which the market can possibly react, and I was looking at it in a way that the market may want to buy, continue buying to create a kind of a head and shoulders pattern, because this is a low, this is a lower low. Then it is, if it can buy above this zone here, then there will be a pullback to create a higher, to create another low here, which will make a right shoulder to complete the inverse head and shoulders pattern. All right, so after taking the profit at this point, I had to wait, guys. All right, so I waited for the market to get back to this zone. On getting back to this zone, I was thinking if it can just maybe give me another indication it's going to sell, then it's going to form a double top here. Then we want to take some sales again. Then this time around the sales will most likely get to this support zone, but unfortunately the market didn't give me the confirmation I needed, so it continued buying, so I had to wait patiently. So after the market bought and closed right above this zone, so I knew there was going to be massive buys on crash 1000 index, so I entered a trade on the after this market closed. So I found my entry as I've shown here on this screen. You will see the where I entered the trade on the screen and the results. So I took some trades right here and gave me some massive profit. All right, I think I closed my trade somewhere around here. I can't recall the exact spot I closed the trades. All right, so the market gave me some massive profit. Then now you see the market started selling again on getting to this zone. So on the 1 hourly time frame, I tried to enter the trade. I tried to enter to get the sales, but I made some losses, not so much losses. Now, why did that happen? Because actually when I drew this is one of the things you need to take note of, guys. All right, we have this. All right, I when I went to the 1 hourly time frame, I noticed the market was actually creating a pattern too. So I If you duplicate this to put, we'll see we have a channel pattern right here. This is a channel that indicates the market is breaking to the downside. So I was expecting the market to actually break to the downside, and then I was actually looking for opportunities to take some sales. On the 15 minutes time frame, I saw some stuff that looked like opportunities. I didn't actually I didn't actually try to get sales. I was trying to get buys because of some of these structures I saw here on this 15 minutes time frame. Each time I entered the trade, it kicked me out, and I thank God my stop loss wasn't that too far. So I lost about two trades trying to buy. Then I said I should wait. Let me wait for the market to complete what it's doing. So let me wait for it to nicely break out of this trend line. After breaking out, we have a very close support zone right here. If it gets to the support zone, then it gives me indication it's going to buy. Then I was going to take some buy trades. So on the market getting to this zone, that's why they say patience is key, guys. You need to be patient when you are trading. If you're an arrogant person or an impatient person, you'll always be losing trades. Honestly, the chances of losing money is very high if you're trading. All right, so the market got to this zone. On getting to this zone, I combined it with my RSI indicator, all right, which is what I'll be sharing with my students in the upcoming what do we call it, challenge program that is kicking off on Monday. All right, so I confirmed with the indicator, and I saw that the market was nicely going to buy from this zone. All right, so I entered the trade somewhere around here. I'm not too sure, but I think, okay, let me share this. You will see the results on the setup on the screen too. We are entered. So I entered the trade. The only thing the market did was to keep on the market kept on buying and selling, tried to consolidate, create, see, and then it created a kind of a double top. So I noticed I entered too early. I entered too early somewhere around here. So what the market did was to I what I not once one what I noticed was a little resistance zone here. I noticed there was a little resistance zone here. So I only waited for the market to break. If the market could nicely break, which I expected to break this zone, it will continue buying. Now, the reason I know some of you might be expecting the market is supposed to sell based on my continuation strategy. If the market breaks out, we're expecting the market to sell down to this zone. Now, why that will not happen in some for some setups is because the market, as you can see on the overall, the market is actually trying to buy, is breaking out of a 4 hourly time frame channel. Can you see that? The market is breaking out from a 4 hourly time frame channel. You can see it broke out from this channel and from this support zone too. Put the resistive trend line and the the resistance zone. So it broke above it. So what the market is actually doing is coming back to do a retest. You understand me? The market is coming back to do a retest. So even if though the movement here indicates some sales, the sales is just to get to where the market will start buying again. You understand? So on getting to this zone, you can see the rejection on the 4 hourly time frame. So this rejection on the 4 hourly time frame is what also gave me the confirmation that the market was going to buy. So I entered the trade nicely and it bought, and I made so much profit from this trade, guys. All right, so in that case, what you have to be doing is sometimes when you see setups, try to confirm with your higher time frame bias to see if the market is actually ready to do what you are seeing, because sometimes what you see on the lower time frame might mislead you and make you do take wrong decisions, make wrong decisions on the chart. All right, so you can see the nice buy. This is 4 hourly time frame. Even if you can catch a move from here up to here, you'll be so profitable, guys. You'll be so profitable. So I took those trades and I made so much profit. All right, so the same thing is applicable to crash 500 index. Let me see. Oh, I didn't clear this once yet. All right, so I took a trade around this zone. I took a trade here. You can see the trade. I took a trade somewhere around here. You see this market here at this point, there was a the market was initially buying. Let's see, let me show you guys something. There is more to trading than just knowing chart patterns. You see, the market sold. So sorry, it was creating higher lows, then broke out, retested, then sold massively. Remember that our support, the bottom of a pattern, the support zone of a pattern is a strong support zone to actually expect market to react. So the market on selling, breaking out of this pattern, came to this support zone. You see it bought, retested this, and then came down, then went below this support zone. Then on a normal, you will expect the market to continue selling. But you see on the daily time frame, what we see is that the market did not continue selling. What did it do? it only came down, then bought back up. So you can see on the daily time frame, let's quickly check the daily time frame. On a daily time frame, you will see what happened, guys. See what happened on the daily time frame. The market only dropped a week. The market only dropped a week at this point. You see the week, which is what we saw some candlesticks on the 4-hourly time frame, then closed bullish right here. So closing bullish right here is an indication the market was going to sell. All right, so I went back to the 4-hourly time frame, then I waited for the market. I saw the market closing above this high, above this support zone, which turned resistance. The market broke above it, then closed above it. Mind you, can see the the reactions around this zone to show this is a strong zone. So for the market to successfully close above it, then it created a bearish candlestick as a retest. So I entered the market at that point and took some moves. I took some trades, guys. So I took some nice trades that gave me, right, to the profit. Yeah, I think I made up to $200 or so with the losses of 3.0. I think so. I will share on the screen if I find it on my phone. All right, so that is it, guys. It's very simple. All you need to do is just watch out. Just try to do some, if you can be allowing your analysis to be based on the higher time frame, you'll be getting high probability setups that you can trade and allow to run more than maybe 2 hours, 3 hours to see some reasonable profit. All right, so that is it, guys. Then the next thing is I think there's another trade I took on boom 1000 index. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, I got very nice spikes, but I won't be able to explain that because it worked with my. I will need the indicator I used to explain that, and the indicator is exclusively for the students who will be enrolling in the challenge program. All right, so what is there is I took some spikes where you see this from this zone you're seeing here. I caught some spikes, just one setup, just one entry, two losses of 2.0. I was able to make over $200. And you know one thing about spikes, if you can catch spikes, guys, I would advise you, if you can just learn how to catch spikes, I would advise you stick to that, because when the market spikes, in fact, my take profit, let me show you guys something. Go to the 1 hourly time frame. No, I entered the trade. It was on the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, something like this. Yes, so I entered the trade at this point, somewhere here. At this point, let me get the arrow line tool. So let me get the arrow line tool. So I entered the trade somewhere around here when this first bearish candlestick here closed. So I expected the market, I think, while the second bearish candlestick was forming. So I entered my trade at that point. I expected to buy to retest this zone before it will sell nicely, or based on my analysis on the higher time frame. So it was, the market is actually bearish, but I just wanted to take a little spikes. I just wanted to catch a little spikes. So I entered it somewhere here. My stop loss, my take profit was somewhere around here, But the beauty of spikes. Once the market spikes towards your take profit, you make profit up to the length of the spike. So my take profit was basically about 145 USD, but because of the spike that came out, I was able to make over 200 USD. So that's the beauty of catching spikes. If you can just stick to catching spikes, guys, you'll be so profitable. You will be happy doing it. All right. So that is it, guys. Just try to practice these things. Go to higher time frames, do analysis. Wait for breakouts, wait for retest. If you cannot wait, then make sure you have something that confirms the market is actually going your way without retesting. Then always know that the market will come back to retest one day, or in with time the market will come back to retest wherever it broke out from. And also keep on practicing these things. All right, see, subscribe to this channel, please. Share your thoughts in the comment section. I have another video I'll be sharing with you guys. It's very powerful too. Then if you're here to join our challenge program, then you still have that interest, then do that as soon as you can. There's a link in the description of this video. It takes you to my YouTube, to my Telegram channel. From the Telegram channel, you'll find my direct contact if you would want to enroll on a one-on-one mentorship with me. It's strongly advised. All right, then we will negotiate a time that is favorable to both of us. Then we take off with training, and trust me, you will not regret. All right, so see you guys in my next video. Stay blessed and peace out.